Devious Dio.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 6 BP, so he doesn't really have to worry about it too much. And he wouldn't betray, because if they allied, Alice would die. So Tenmyuji would always go ally anyway.
You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has 1 BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it.
Yep.
And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyuji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, take care of myself. Oh. Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyuji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. I'm guessing Dio? Hey, where's Dio? Yep, already in the room.
Take a look at the doors.
Yep, they're all closed. So he opened it early, and he's already entered it now. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
That he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the Excelivir from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I'd made up my mind on to choose ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyuji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyuji's choice. These AB rooms are soundproof. We know Dio's inside there. So can't we safely tell everyone now that we found Excelivir? And that Dio is using it as ransom for us to, well, betray and blackmailing us to go ally.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
You better.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyuji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, Kay's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
Don't think Kay would. But that did sound a bit of a nervous laugh.
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
That's what I was thinking.
Alice can vote by herself.
Yep.
Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well,
If he didn't have plans to try and force a betray, he wouldn't have a problem with it.
I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
Why not?
I just can't.
Why?
Shall we go, Alice?
The only reason he would have to refuse on agreeing is because he wanted to betray.
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly towards the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard fire. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
We've never had... Well, I've always liked Kay and always trusted him to do the right thing. He has betrayed people in the past, but he's had good theory to why he has. But for him to refuse to not go in the room, or refuse to stay out of the room, that seems a bit dodgy.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot towards the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover, time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room. I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to betray and
What are you
risk
gonna do?
Quark's life. I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally. No, unfortunately I can't. I want to do the worst option first, and I think betraying is the worst one here.
You can't!
So clearly, when they made this game, they knew they made Dio as a hateable character. They intentionally hoped everyone would hate Dio, and they've chucked in this situation to turn things around to get people to vote the other way.
You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick betray. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It could be that Dio's blackmailing us to go ally, and to guarantee that he won't lose BP. And he can still gain 2. Although we gain 2 as well.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to?
That's what I was thinking. Would he really go as far as killing someone to get 3 BP over 2?
No. No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chose ally and we chose betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice to ally is ally. It's the only chance we have to get this medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelivir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realised what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die. Dio's going to kill you. You can't do this. I don't want you to die.
She seems to have a lot of feeling toward Sigma.
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
I've got to do the Betray first. Feels bad to do it with
Round 2
what's on the line,
of the
but
Ambidex game has been completed.
because of what's on the line, I feel like that's the worst option.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
So, I've got hiccups. 2 trees over from the Dio ending. The middle path of the middle door. That's the first one I want to redo. Although jumping back to there, I've got the decision there as well. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us. He exited his own room. I looked down away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that stuff you said. I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen Betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, all right? We just have to keep an eye on Dio.
It really comes down to how strong you are as a person, to whether you're willing to die to save someone else.
As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah. Kay overtook Alice. Oh, he did go betray.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Sorry, I decided to choose betray.
Oh, so you don't care what happens to Quark?
No, I value my own life though. What kind of cold-hearted bastard are you?
Jeez.
Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the Excelsior in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What? You mean he has it? Right now?
Nah, I don't have it.
What?
Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No, don't. I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, and threw it to the ground.
No!
You bastard.
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you'd chosen ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
No, it's all on you, Dio. Gah. I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Bastard. I let out a guttural roar and leapt forward, only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was fire.
Hold it,
Why are you stopping me?
because this isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean this isn't the time for...
Look at the number 9 door.
Oh, yep. K. Overpowered to betray to get 9 points. K was indeed standing in front of the door. After he was saying earlier that reaching 9 wasn't his primary goal and was to get everyone out. What is he?
No!
He's the only one with 9. His BP is 9.
What?
Suddenly we were all running toward K and the number 9 door. How could you, K? You're acting such a nice person. Those locks would do nothing when the door slides up like that. K, what the hell do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious. But if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
Technically, it is possible to stop
The
Dio
number
getting any
9
more points.
door has been opened.
simply by hoping that he's always a... Well... No. Even if he is a solo, there's a way to stop him gaining any more points. No matter how many times you go in the AB room, whoever's up against Dio goes betray. Tells him that they're going betray. So if Dio goes ally, he loses points. Forces him to go betray. They could get everyone else's BT above 9 and leave Dio's below. The number 9 door has been opened.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned.
Collapsed.
She is only sleeping.
Because you've done something.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
Dio charged at K. But the larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed. Yet, those things would do nothing. The door slides up. Nothing's stopping the door moving when they're
number 9 door
closed.
has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
I can't actually remember the decisions anyone else has made, so game over. Damn. That can't be the end of the line though. It is. I know I've got that one I can choose ally, and then we'll have ally or betray there. But I want to see how Dio goes if I go ally.
You'll die!
Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed towards the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Will that change anyone else's decisions? No. Didn't change there. Didn't change there. And betray, yep. So it didn't change anyone else's.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
So I feel both of those options were pretty terrible, so I'm okay with doing that now.
Check your bracelet
Getting it
to
done.
see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result of I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumbled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Yep. Damn it. You'll keep your promise, god damn it. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then, at last, the smudge of colour faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Exelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now, you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Exelavir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said, unmistakably Exelavir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tugged it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of the strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay?
Sigma!
Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First is the Soparil, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5. Give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. Not really exactly 5 minutes, because you can survive without breathing for a short time. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Heh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with the death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this.